Hi everybody. Sorry I'm a minute late, but just let me get set up here. Oops, must have clicked that a little too soon. Let me get you on my laptop so I can see what's going on. Here we go. Okay, so hi there. My name is Wendy Keys Turnbull and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And this is my regular Wednesday Night Live. I see Bev is watching and Debbie is watching. Hi, Deb. And two more people are watching, so be sure to say hi. I'm pretty sure Vicky will be one of them because I was just talking to her. Okay, so as I said in my little teaser, most Valentines are red and white and they have cupids and hearts and things, but I'm looking to make atypical Valentines this year. I have a bunch of them going into a local farm store and none of them are your typical Valentines. So this is the one I made as my sample and I just put a belly band on it. And you can see this is actually Designer Series paper back here. This is the Be Mine. Nope, sorry. This is, which Designer Series paper is this? This is the Something Adored. It's this paper, Most Adored. And it's one side is gold trimmed, so that's what the little heart thing is in the background. And then the other side has designs on it. And this is kind of like a back behind the flowers here is like almost like a tie-dye using Flirty Flamingo pink. And I used the Detailed Dogwood, which is from the Celebrations catalog, which is only good till the end of February. So I'm trying to use those items so you can see in things so you can see what they look like. So that's what I used for this one. So that is one that I did. And also it's a little fancy fold there. And if you want the directions for this, just let me know in the comments and I will send them to you. Get that belly band back on here. Actually bending the card. There we go. Gets the belly band back on. Okay. And for the Happy Valentine's Day and that thing, I actually used the paper pumpkin from January with the keys and the locks. So I used that stamp set for that. Okay. I'm going to make a Valentine for a slightly younger person because I have 4 grandsons and I plan to make Valentines for all of them. So hi Collie, hi Sherry, hi Julie. Nice to see you all here. I already said hi to Debbie and Bev. So I'm going to use the Be My Valentine stamp set, and this is from the January-April mini. And it comes in a bundle with a punch, a bee punch, bee builder punch. And I am going to use some typical Valentine's Day colors. I'm going to use a red. It's like a pinkish red. That's Sweet Sorbet. But then I'm going to use yellow. I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. Let me move my Stampin' Up! With Wendy out of the way here. Okay. Let me get this creased so my folds stay down. So it's a bifold card, obviously. And I am using, let me just set all this to the side and do things one at a time here. Okay, and I'm using the Be Mine paper, Designer Series paper, and I'll show you both sides of this one. Got jars of honey on one side, bees on one side. I'm using the other side though. So I'm going to put one here. So this paper is 11 by 4 1/4. And then I did score lines at 2 3/4 on each end. So it meets up in the middle. Okay, and I'm going to just throw these on here real quick. Oh, I am not out, so it's stuck. I'll worry about that later. Let's go to the regular Stampin' Seal. We'll use that instead. I do prefer the Stampin' Seal Plus. I just like the way it goes on and the way it sticks, but we'll go with this for now. Okay. And on the other side, we're going to use the yellow, the Daffodil Delight plaid showing. Let's turn that a little, there we go. Okay, put that on here. Boy, I'm either down too low or up too high, huh? There we go. Okay. So on this side, let me get my white paper here, my white scrap, and I'm going to stamp a couple of bee bodies. Oh, I have all the stamps out here already. I'm going to stamp the bee bodies in yellow, Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to do 2 of them because I'm going to have 2 bees on the front of this card. So there's my 2 bee bodies. 2 bee bodies. Hi, Nilla. So those of you that are coming to the card class this weekend will be working with this stamp set. You won't be making this card. You'll be making something different, as you've already seen. Then I'm going to put the bee stripes on with this, with Stays On jet black ink. I flipped it around because I remembered that the tail, there's a little tail here, and I want to make sure that that gets on here too. Oops, ooh. So this pad is a little dry from the looks of it. It's a little off, I think. Oh, that's not too bad. Good enough. Okay. All right. Oh, you will be, Collie? Okay, I will put you on the list. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to do this. Oh, I didn't put that on the right side of the paper, though, so let me just quickly trim this so I can get it into the... I'm going to have to cut them apart, because if I try to cut one of them out, it's going to cut into the other one, so I'm going to cut them apart. Okay, and then this one I'm going to have to cut off a little bit too, because it won't fit down in there. Okay, hi Vicki. All right, so we're going to cut the bee's body out. Here's one bee body. Two bee bodies. Okay. I made myself some notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. So, but you know, before I go any further with this, I'm going to do the inside. So I'm going to put a basic white rectangle inside the card, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to stamp some honeycomb on it, except I didn't, hang on a second, let me grab the honeycomb stamp. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to do that in yellow. I am just going to stamp it along the bottom edge, and I'm going to do it by turning it over, lining it up close to the first one. I don't want them necessarily to touch, but I do want them to look a bit like honeycomb. Oops, I made a mess there. And there. Okay, sorry, I must have it on my fingers. I got it in a couple of spots. I just have to do. See if I can get a little more light on here without getting a problem. I don't know if that did anything or not. Okay, all right, and then I am going to stamp in the middle of it. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll go ahead and do that in the sweet sorbet. Okay. There we go. That came out nice. Okay. Okay. She told me that she would probably come on Monday if she came at all, Vicki. So I will make sure that I'm ready for her too. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put that in here. So Vicki, I will send your to-go kit home with Amy when she comes. Okay, make sure I've got it going the right direction, and I do. Okay, there we go. Okay, back to our little bees, our little bumblebees, our little honeybees. Okay, so the first one, oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't need to cut that one out. We're going to do that again. I forgot that one I want to be flat, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on my little circle here. I just have an extra bee body, and I can pick which one I think is best to use for the other bee. All right. And then the body right here, we'll do that in black. There, I'll put that right here. Not quite on, but getting close. Okay. Sorry, I'm shaking things here. Okay, now for the faces on the bees. This bee, I'm gonna use this one. This is my happy bee. And give him a little happy face. I guess I should just leave that black open for a little bit. He's gonna get a little happy face, right? Let's see, I think I want him like this. Yes, I do. Of course I do. There we go. Isn't he cute? Okay, and then this bee is going to be winking and smiling. She's got a little problem with her wings, doesn't she? Or with her stripes, I mean. They're a little off, but hey, nobody's perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to use the vellum. I'm going to use vellum for their wings. And you'll see on the punch that their wings are this big heart shape. But there's a stamp that actually stamps their wings. So let me do this. I'm going to need 3 of these. Let me see how it goes in the punch before I do this. Okay, yes. So put them like this. 1. And I think that'll work. 2. Why do I need 3, you ask? You'll see in a minute. Okay. Go ahead and cut those out. 1. I might have to adjust for the other set of wings. I'd have to cut a little something out. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to just cut this out because then I can do it a little easier. All right, here we go. That's better. Sorry, guys. Okay. There we go. And one more I'm just going to cut this right out of here. And, oops, put this, there's my third set of wings. All right, and while I have this here, I'm going to do our little antennae as well. The antennae in black. I only need 2 sets of those, and I need them to go this way. 1, 2. And they're going to go in this little heart. They're going to get cut out from the little heart. 1 and 2. All right. So, oh, and I need my wink of Stella, because you can't have wings without wink of Stella to make them shine, right? Can't tell if I have them front ways or back ways. Ah, I have them back ways. All right, that might not be a bad thing though. I think I'm going to leave them back ways because otherwise I'm going to smear the ink all over the place while I'm doing this. These are front ways, but that's okay. And a little bit more on that one. There we go. Okay. Now I can close this up for a few minutes while I'm assembling here. Okay, so this little sweetie is going to go over here like so, and I'm just going to put her on. She's the girl bee, by the way. I don't know how you can tell, but she's the girl bee. Okay. Put that right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off. And these, and I'm going to put, because you know glue will show through the vellum. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rub it all over. And that's going to go here. There we go. Then we're going to put one on the other side. Just rub her in so she's not showing. And that's going to go here, like so. There we go. All right. And then she needs, this is sweet sorbet. She needs a little heart on her chest. Right there. Because she's in love. Okay, one bee done. Now our other bee, oops, wait, I forgot her antennae, which are on here somewhere. There they are. Okay. Somebody's phone is ringing in the other room. My mother-in-law is here, and I think they went upstairs, so there she goes. She has her little antennae. Okay, now our little buddy here. Ugh, goodness, my hands are all yucky now from the glue, of course. They're sweet, aren't they? I love the bees too. Okay, let's put his wings. This is the boy bee. I'm just going to put his wings up on the top here, like so, because he's a flutter. Put his little antennae up there too. Just, cool thing was with the vellum, it doesn't matter which side I put the glue on, because it's going to show either way. All right, there's our little boy bee. Oops. Okay, he's going to go on this side. I am going to see all the bee paths That's what that paper is. It's the flight path of the bee. There's also a stamp. There's also this stamp that is the flight path, which I considered doing that, but then I decided to use this paper with the flight path all over it already. It just looks like he went crazy for her. He just went all over the place flying for her. All right. There we go. And that's going to go right here, but we're not done yet. He's got to be bringing her something, right? He's going to be bringing her a Valentine. Need a little strip of yellow. There we go. Okay, this is going to go, oops, I'm doing another one. That one has a little edge cut off of it. Make sure it gets the whole thing. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit here. No sense getting my fingers any more covered. So he is bringing her a Valentine. I wish he had little hands, but bees don't have hands, so okay. I used that one. Oh no, I still have one little piece left there. Use that one up. All right, that should work. Right like that. And he is carrying it to her. And one more thing to do. Let's see here. This. Actually, let me just get a little straight. Oh, look, there's one right on the floor for me. Perfect. And that one. Oh, nope, it can't be that one. Okay, use this one. Because this is going to say love you. I should have actually just put that on there. You know what? I'm doing that. Okay. Never mind that one. We're going to do something different. I wonder if I can get it off. I can. I can leave that right there because that won't matter. We're going to do it like this instead. I can change my mind. And we're going to make love you fit right on there like that. Like this. Beautiful. And that is going right there. He's bringing her a Valentine. So there we go. That is my atypical Valentine, because how many Valentines do you know have bees on them? And just Happy Valentine's Day inside. There are also some really adorable flowers on here that you can stamp, and I thought about stamping him carrying one of those, but I thought there's not a punch to cut it out, so I would have had to fussy cut it. Didn't feel like doing that tonight. So, and there's other faces too. So there's eyes closed, and there is a sarcastic face right there. Sarcastic face. That is adorable. So, and I love the sentiments in it too. It's really sweet. So I'm making these for my grandsons. All 4 of them are going to get a Valentine made with this set. They'll all be a little bit different though. I made another one. You Make My Heart Buzz. And inside it says Happy Valentine's Day. Sorry, You Make My Heart Buzz. We made this online during a Stampin' Up! Event. So I have all these different things that you wouldn't think of as Valentines over here. Let me see here. Let me see some things that I made Valentines out of. This little piggy loves you, and inside it says Happy Valentine's Day. This one I made, you'll remember me making this a few months back. and I added Happy Valentine, Love and Big Hugs I put on the inside, and I put Happy Valentine's Day on that. This is one of the ones I made recently. Embrace the Beauty of You, Happy Valentine's Day. And I like to use not necessarily Valentine's Day colors, so I've got this one that I made recently too. On here, I believe, yes, Happy Valentine's Day. So I took a lot of the things that I had made and made them into Valentine's Day cards. Let's see, what else have I got here? Oh, you know, I should have mentioned this one is last year's 2023's January set, not to be confused with this year's, which we did last week, Valentine's Day set. So, yes, should have pointed that out. And then I made a couple like this. I made this one, these two together, so I got 2 out of 1. This one has the folder embossed background. This one has a stamped background. I don't know if you can see it inside the plastic, but it's stamped in this is cherry cobbler, and it's stamped with cherry cobbler as well in a big background stamp. Let's see. Here's a couple of cards that we made in class a long time ago. I love hanging out with you, and I just added to the inside Happy Valentine's Day. So, and let's see. These I made a long time ago. This is a retired set. Love changes everything. Every act of kindness changes the world. Happy Valentine's Day. Just making a statement. And let's see, what else have I got? Oh, this one I made a while ago. Remember when we used the bleach? Love you to the beach and back. Happy Valentine's Day. So I just thought I would make some unique Valentine Day cards. Yeah. Got all sorts of different things in here. Oh, this one. This was a paper pumpkin, if you'll remember. Love, let's grow mold together. I loaf you. You tell the best yolks. And then I just put Happy Valentine's Day inside of it. Every once in a while, you got to have a funny card. So I thought that would be cute. I think that's about it. Yeah. So I guess, thanks, Vicki. Hi, Bev, other Bev. I guess that's really all I have for you tonight. I actually have to go to Lima and help a friend after I'm done here. So I'm keeping it kind of short tonight so I can get over and help her before I get back home and relax for the night. So I really like this. I'm really glad that I did this one. So yes, so if you need the measurements for this one, let me know, or even for this one. I mean, this is pretty basic. It's just 11 by 4 1/4, and you score it at 2 3/4 from each end so that it folds in the middle. So that makes these 4 inches by 2.5 inches. So there you go. And the host code, or you can find the link if you want to purchase. You can find the link at the top of the page, which will take you straight to the workshop for this weekend. The host code goes for, so that you can order. And if you order $30 or more, you will get the workshop for free. And obviously, if you're out of state and can't make it, I will send it to you. So I call it a to-go kit. So let me know if you have any questions or if you'd like anything. Vicki wants the instructions. Okay. Nilla, I will see you Monday. Great. Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Happy stamping, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.